My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic Season 4.
The fourth season of the animated television series My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, developed by Lauren Faust, is currently airing on the Hub network in the United States. The series is considered to be the fourth generation of the My Little Pony franchise, following earlier lines and television show tie-ins in the 1980s and 1990s. Season 4 of the series premiered on November 23, 2013, on the Hub network, an American pay television channel partly owned by Hasbro. The show follows Princess Twilight Sparkle, a studious alicorn, a pony with both horn and wings. In previous seasons, Twilight was a unicorn. Pony is her mentor. Princess Celestia guides her to learn about friendship in the town of Ponyville. Twilight continues to learn with her close friends Applejack, Rarity, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, and Pinkie Pie. Each represents a different face of friendship, and Twilight discovers herself to be a key part of the magical artifacts, the elements of harmony. The ponies share adventures and help out other residents of Ponyville, while working out the troublesome moments in their own friendships. Hasbro selected animator Lauren Faust as the creative director and executive producer for the show. Faust sought to challenge the established girly nature of the existing My Little Pony line, creating more in-depth characters and adventurous settings, incorporating Hasbro's suggestions for marketing of the toy line.
Development. Concept.
Season 4 continues from the events of the third season finale, Magical Mystery Cure, where Twilight, shown to have come to hone her magic skills while learning the value of friendship, has been crowned as Equestria's newest princess, becoming an alicorn in the process. Some elements of the season focus on Twilight coming to terms with her new status. Lead writer Meehan McCarthy stated that, "What we didn't want to do was change who is as a character, because she's certainly someone that everyone's proud to know and love," while Tara Strong, the voice actress for Twilight, claimed that the episode is a birth of a new era for Twilight, but not the end of what makes the show so wonderful. In addition, with the directive of the letters to Princess Celestia no longer in force, the 6 main characters also resolved to keep a collective journal of their formative experiences for posterity's sake. According to a Twitter post from McCarthy, the season also includes a story arc that features the ponies on the hunt to find keys to open a mysterious 6-locked chest.
Production.
Investment documents for DHX Media's 2012 financial year indicate that production for a fourth season had been financed. Before the season premiered, aspects of it were discussed by Meehan McCarthy, Tara Strong and other writers and voice actors at various fan conventions. Hasbro's vice president for international distribution, Finn Arneson, had stated that My Little Pony is a top priority brand for the company and expects the series to continue beyond the fourth season. The fourth season of the series premiered on November 23, 2013. This season marks the first time storyboard artist Jim Miller will be co-directing alongside Jason Thiessen. This season also marks the first time to be executive produced by Meehan McCarthy and Jason Thiessen. At the 2013 San Diego Comic-Con International in July 2013, the writers and voice actors talked about the upcoming season. It is expected to have between 15 and 20 songs, even though the writers had envisioned more, and will include a musical episode centered around Pinkie Pie. Rarity will have her own episode, and Pinkie will have a visit from one of her sisters. The season will also include a return of Nightmare Moon, the evil version of Princess Luna. The writers have stated that they will include references and darker tones aimed for its adult audience, and will also include more appearances by the fan-named character Derpy Hooves.
Cast. Main.
Tara Strong as Twilight Sparkle, Tabitha St. Germain as Rarity. Kazumi Evans as Rarity, singing voice, Kazumi Evans as Rarity, singing voice, Ashley Ball as Applejack and Rainbow Dash, Andrea Libman as Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie. Shannon Chan Kent as Pinkie Pie, singing voice. Libman occasionally, Shannon Chan Kent as Pinkie Pie, singing voice. Libman occasionally, Kathy Azellick as Spike.
Supporting.
Nicole Oliver as Princess Celestia and Chiara Lee, Tabitha St. Germain as Princess Luna, The Cutie Mark Crusaders. Claire Collett as Sweetie Belle, Michelle Kruber as Apple Bloom, Madeline Peters as Scooter Lou, Claire Collett as Sweetie Belle, Michelle Kruber as Apple Bloom, Madeline Peters as Scooter Lou.
Minor.
Tabitha St. Germain as Granny Smith and Mrs. Cake, Brenda Kryklo as Zekara, Chantal Strand as Diamond Tiara, Shannon Chan Kent as Silver Spoon, Brian Drummond as Mr. Cake, Lee Tokar as Snips, Richard Ian Cox as Snails, Peter New as Big Macintosh, John Delancey as Discord, Bright McKillip as Princess Cadance.
Guest stars.
Chiara Zanni as Daring Do AK. Yearling, Brian Drummond as Ayuizotl and Seabraze, Michael Dobson as Dr. Cableron and Bulk Biceps, Vienna Sud as Ms. Harshwini, Ellen Kennedy as the Maniac and the Chimera, Ashley Ball as Prim Hemline and Crystal Chalice Stan Pony, Tabitha St. Germain as Suri Polo Mare, Kathy Azellick as Coco Pommel and Torch Song. Jerica Santos as Torch Song, Singing Voice, Jerica Santos as Torch Song, Singing Voice, Peter New as Goldie Delicious, Trevor Duvall as Thunderlane, Kelly Metzger as Spitfire and Blossomforth, Matt Hill as Sorin, Andrea Libman as Fleetfoot, Weird Al Yankovic as Cheese Sandwich, Daron Bell as Trenderhoof, Alvin Sanders as Fluttergy. Marcus Mosley as Fluttergy, Singing Voice, Marcus Mosley as Fluttergy, Singing Voice, Danny Borkwell as Toe Tapper, Graham Vertier as Pip Squeak, Ingrid Nilsson as Maud Pie, Rena Anek as Sapphire Shores, The Flim Flam Brothers. Samuel Vincent as Flim, Scott McNeil as Flam, Samuel Vincent as Flim, Scott McNeil as Flam, Ian James Collett as Silvershill, Saffron Henderson as Daring Do Collector, Michael Dingerfield as Ancient Beast Dealer and Antique Chicken Stand Pony, Sylvan Levasseur Portalence as Stellar Eclipse, Andrew Francis as Shining Armor.
Songs. Song notes.
A.B. Pink is Singing Voice by Andrea Libman, song not orchestrated by Stefan Andrews, music by William Anderson, background singers voiced by Jason Thiessen and Jim Miller.
Notes.
Not seen, but is credited in the closing credits of Rainbow Falls. Metzger voiced a similar-looking character. A.B. information about the directors and writers are taken from the episode's opening credits. The episode miscredited Meehan McCarthy as the writer in initial airings, but was later corrected in reruns. Within the episode, the title is spelled as Pinky Apple Pie.